Hey guys, just want to make a quick video here about overcoming obstacles, motivation, overcoming complacency, and it's pretty important. You can get bogged down when you're doing business online and you're doing business without a lot of outside references as to how you're doing and how you're spending your time. If you're working from home, you don't have anyone in the cubicle next to you to measure yourself by. So if that sounds like something you're struggling with, stay tuned, and I've got some information for you. Hey guys, here once again making a video under some pressure, time pressure. I wanted to just kind of do this video because it's been something that I've struggled with here in the last 30 days. But really over the last year and a half or so, and it's hard to put a label on it. But my Amazon business, while it's grown year over year, each year, has not grown anywhere near what it could have grown. And I'm saying that partially in hindsight, looking back over the last 3 years, thinking of the opportunities that I missed to really push things, lean into it. There are a number of times, a number of kind of crossroads over the last few years where had I taken a different path, I'd be sitting on a much larger Amazon business right now. I have no complaints about where it is. I'm proud of my Amazon business. But internally, I like to take things to their logical extreme, and I am nowhere near the logical extreme in terms of what my Amazon business can do. I've wanted from day one to maintain a business that I can manage with just myself and maybe a couple of other people, and that was an arbitrary roadblock. It was an arbitrary roadblock that I'm going to overcome this coming year. For the last couple of years, I've used virtual assistants in fourth quarter to handle customer service type issues, information requests, warranty issues, things of that nature, and that's worked tremendously well. It's left my two full-time employees with the time they need to really do a better job, and it's relieved a lot of stress from them. So I like the way that's gone. What's brought all this about is that I have been doing some self-analysis here, which I think is a good trait for anyone to have, and I think it's something all of us need to do, especially if we're going to own businesses. I think we need to really give it some thought on a regular basis. How are we doing? Where are we going? How are we going to get there? There are a lot of questions I think that you need to ask yourself. I've told people in the past that entrepreneurship is not for you if you're not introspective. If you can't analyze yourself honestly and ask yourself critical questions, you're probably not going to do too well in the world of entrepreneurship. But in my case, if you'll recall back, several years ago, I was, roughly 2 years ago, I had just come back to the U.S. from Puerto Rico after being there for almost a year. I had planned to move to Chiang Mai, Thailand, and was literally weeks away from leaving when I got a call from a headhunter. After rejecting this headhunter on 2 occasions, they finally hit a number that I just couldn't turn down, and I took on a contract that was supposed to last a year. And now I'm nearing the end of my second year, and my Amazon business has suffered without a doubt. This contract entailed a lot more than what I had been led to believe, and at certain points it was basically an 80 or 90 hour a week commitment, and it did not leave a lot of room for growing my Amazon business. But fortunately, I had a good structure in place, and I coasted. And for the last couple of years, while I have seen growth, that growth has been nowhere near as substantial as it could have been. So anyway, over the last few months here, I've met with people that specialize in building brands, and working with them has driven home the fact that I know how to do this. I always knew how to do this, and the blame for not doing it rests squarely on my shoulders. I've allowed myself to become distracted. I have not put in much more than just the minimal effort required, and that's going to change. I'm within now a couple of months of ending my contract with the company that I'm consulting with, and I couldn't be happier. It stopped being fun several months ago. I'm doing the work they expect me to do, but I'm not really engaged anymore. It's a path that has come to a dead end, and I'm looking forward to the anniversary so that I can go ahead and end my relationship there. In the coming year, I mentioned in another video, I am launching a brand that I think will be a major brand, and by my analysis, I'm hoping to do minimum of $5 million just with the brand products next year, in addition to my existing Amazon business. I'd like to see $7 to $10 million, and I think that's definitely possible. But I'd be happy with 5. And again, this video is not here to necessarily give you the answers, because the answers are different for everyone. But I'd encourage all of you that are struggling with growth to really analyze what you're doing. Are you spending enough time on your Amazon business? Is that time quality time? Are you doing things that actually help it grow, as opposed to doing things that are just keeping it afloat? There's a definite difference there. For those of you that are under a lot of time constraints, you have families, you have a job like I've had, look into virtual assistants. They can be amazing for you, especially during peak times. If you are selling products that can be problematic and that you get a lot of customer feedback or customer contact on, turn that over to your virtual assistants. I think you'll be real pleased. Do a good job selecting them, but there are people that are quite capable of handling the menial task of running an Amazon business, and who will do an amazing job and do so at a very affordable price. They're easily available, so I encourage you to seek them out. That way, when you do have time to apply to your business, you can make that time productive and profitable, and spend the time you need selecting the products, launching products, running your pay-per-click campaigns, and doing those things that are important, that are top line, thought-driven, information-driven decisions, and leave the menial stuff to someone else. But I just want to circle back and just say, again, probably not a lot of answers here for you, but a lot of suggestions. If you are watching this and your Amazon business is stagnant and you've been stressing out over this, I have a feeling you know exactly what I'm talking about, and I just encourage you, to act on what your feelings are. Everything has its time and place. It may be a situation like mine where this contract is coming to a close, and I've already started building, out a plan for next year, and I'm just kind of looking at it and doing a self-analysis and realizing that I've left a lot of opportunity on the table over the last year or so. And you may come to a juncture where you have that kind of time and that opportunity to examine yourself, and I encourage you to take advantage of it. If it is your goal to grow your Amazon business or your online business in general, the opportunities are endless. You'll be presented with opportunities, both large and small, on a regular basis. And if desire for growth is what drives you, then you have to be ready to take those steps to facilitate that growth. Over the last couple of years, I have not been ready to take those steps. I've been otherwise occupied. That's not going to be the case in 2020. I'm looking forward to a new group of students that I can motivate and that can motivate me. And there's going to be a lot of interesting things going on. I'm really excited about 2020. I can't wait for it to get here. But I'm going to make the most of the last few months here in 2019, and I'm going to have a killer fourth quarter. It's already underway, and things are looking really good, as I've mentioned in other videos. I hope all of you have a killer fourth quarter, and please hit the like and subscribe button for more rambling videos like this one, but hopefully videos that will contain information that you'll find useful on your journey, just as I'm finding information that's useful on my journey. So please hit like and subscribe. Have a great fourth quarter, and we'll see you in the next video.